Hi everyone, welcome back to Her Green Space, your go-to place for all things green and gorgeous. Today, we're talking about beginner-friendly succulents that are not only easy to care for, but also incredibly rewarding. Whether you're a first-time plant parent or someone who's struggled to keep succulents alive, this video will guide you through everything you need to know to keep them thriving for years. Plus, I'll share tips on how to save your succulents during those tricky summer months when they often struggle. And stay tuned because I will also be showing you how to prepare a well-draining succulent soil mix that's perfect for all your succulents. Let's dive in. Succulents are adored for their unique shapes, vibrant colors, and low-maintenance needs. They're perfect for beginners because they store water in their leaves, stems, or roots, making them drought-tolerant and forgiving of occasional neglect. But here's the catch. Succulents need the right environment to truly thrive. First on our list is Aloe Vera, a classic favorite. Its medicinal properties and ease of care make it a must-have. Give it bright, indirect sunlight. Avoid harsh afternoon sun to prevent leaf burns. When it comes to watering, water deeply but infrequently. Allow the soil to dry out completely between waterings. Use a well-draining cactus mix or regular potting soil mixed with sand. They thrive in temperatures between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or 15 to 24 degrees Celsius. If the leaves look thin or wrinkled, it's a sign the plant needs water. Next on my list is Haworthia zebra. This compact beauty is perfect for desks or small spaces. Its striking white stripes make it a standout. It prefers bright, indirect light or partial shade. Water once every 2 to 3 weeks depending on the season. Water less in winter. For potting mix, always use a gritty, well-draining mix. Prefers 50 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, or 10 to 29 degrees Celsius. Avoid overwatering. Haworthias are highly susceptible to root rot. Haworthia Limifolia, with its beautiful ridged leaves, is one of the hardiest succulents I have seen. It's a hard-to-kill plant. Haworthia Limifolia is as tough as it is attractive. It likes partial shade to bright, indirect sunlight. Water every 2 to 4 weeks depending on soil dryness. Use a well-draining succulent mix for these plants. They tolerate a range of temperatures but avoid frost. Repot every 2 to 3 years to refresh the soil. Another Haworthia variety, Cooperi, is perfect for those who love unique textures. For this beauty, indirect light is best. Too much direct sun can cause discoloration. Water sparingly, as overwatering is the main cause of plant death. Opt for a sandy, well-draining mix. Keep it in temperatures above 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius. Ensure the pot has drainage holes. Though not technically a succulent, the elephant bush has similar care needs. Its lush, trailing stems make it a favorite for hanging baskets. It's one of the plant that I started my gardening journey with. It likes bright, indirect light. It can also tolerate direct sun. I have kept mine on my rooftop. Water it deeply, and then allow the soil to dry completely before watering again. Use succulent or cactus soil for optimal drainage. It prefers 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, or 18 to 27 degrees Celsius. Prune it occasionally to maintain shape and encourage bushier growth. Kalanchoe is loved for its colorful blooms and easygoing nature. It needs bright, indirect light to flower. Too much direct sun can scorch the leaves. Water once the top inch of soil is dry. A fast-draining mix is essential for their survival. It thrives between 60 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit, or 15 to 29 degrees Celsius. Always remove spent blooms to encourage new flowers. Sedums, or stone crops, are hardy, low-growing succulents that come in many varieties. They are perfect for ground covers or trailing arrangements. They need full sun to partial shade. Water only when the soil is completely dry. Use well-draining soil with sand or gravel. Sedums can tolerate a wide range of temperatures, making them versatile. Sedums are excellent for outdoor gardens or rockeries. Panda plant, or Kalanchoe tomentosa, is an adorable plant and gets its name from the soft, velvety leaves that resemble a panda's fur. It needs bright, indirect light or filtered sunlight. Water sparingly, letting the soil dry out between waterings. A sandy, well-draining mix is ideal. It prefers 60 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or 15 to 24 degrees Celsius. And a handy tip, avoid getting water on the leaves to prevent rot. Aptenia cordifolia, or baby sun rose, is a trailing succulent with vibrant pink blooms that add a pop of color to any collection. Keep them in full sun to partial shade for optimal blooming. Water once the topsoil is dry, and avoid overwatering. For potting mix, a gritty, well-draining mix works best. Thrives in warm climates but should be protected from frost. It's a fast grower, so trim it back to maintain shape and encourage blooming. Cacti are often grouped with succulents because of their similar care needs. They're tough, resilient, and come in many shapes and sizes. They love bright, direct sunlight. Keep them outdoors in full sun. Water sparingly. Allow the soil to dry out completely between waterings. Use a cactus mix for good drainage. Cactus thrives in warm temperatures but can tolerate cool nights. Avoid overwatering, as cacti are highly susceptible to root rot. Did you know that the snake plant is actually a type of succulent? Its thick, fleshy leaves store water, making it incredibly drought-tolerant and easy to care for. It can tolerate low light, but grows best in bright, indirect sunlight. Protect it from intense afternoon sun to avoid leaf burn. Water every 2 to 6 weeks, depending on your climate and the season. Allow the soil to dry out completely between waterings. Overwatering is a common issue, so always check the soil first. A fast-draining succulent soil mix is ideal. They prefer temperatures between 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 16 to 27 degrees Celsius. Keep it away from cold drafts or freezing temperatures. Snake plants are also excellent air purifiers. Keep them around your living space for both greenery and cleaner air. As temperatures rise during the summer, your succulents will need a bit of extra care to thrive. Here are some vital tips to ensure they stay healthy and vibrant all season long. First, let's talk about watering frequency. While succulents are drought-tolerant, they may need more frequent watering during the hot summer months. Water your succulents thoroughly, but make sure to let the soil dry out completely between waterings. This typically means watering once a week, but always check the soil moisture level first. Next, consider the shade requirements. Intense direct sunlight can cause sunburn on your succulents, leading to brown or white patches on their leaves. If your succulents are outdoors, provide them with some shade during the hottest part of the day, usually between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. You can use shade cloths, move them under a patio, or place them near taller plants that offer some natural shade. Soil moisture management is also crucial. Ensure that your succulents are planted in a well-draining soil mix to prevent excess moisture from lingering around the roots. In addition, make sure that the pots have drainage holes to allow excess water to escape. Avoid using sources under your pots, as standing water can lead to root rot. By adjusting your care routine to include more frequent watering, providing adequate shade, and managing soil moisture, your succulents will not only survive but thrive during the summer heat. Now let me show you how to create the perfect soil mix for your succulents. This mix ensures proper drainage, prevents overwatering, and helps your plants thrive. You will need potting soil, 50%. It acts as the nutrient base. Coarse sand, 30%. Enhances drainage and prevents compaction. Avoid fine sand. Perlite or pumice, 15%. Aerates the soil and improves drainage. Compost or worm castings, 5%. Provides a slow-release, natural source of nutrients. Steps to prepare the soil mix. Start with potting soil. Use 50% of a high-quality, organic potting soil. It will form the base of your mix. Incorporate 30% coarse sand to improve drainage. Add 15% perlite or pumice to keep the soil lightweight and prevent water retention. Add 5% compost or worm castings to provide essential nutrients. This slow-release organic fertilizer ensures your succulents get a steady supply of food over time without the risk of over-fertilization. Combine all ingredients thoroughly so the components are evenly distributed. The soil should feel gritty and crumble easily when squeezed. Avoid using chemical fertilizers in the soil mix, as they may be too strong and can harm the delicate roots. Instead, you can feed your succulents lightly during the growing season with a diluted liquid fertilizer designed for succulents and cacti. Always use pots with drainage holes and ensure the soil drains quickly after watering to prevent root rot. And that's it. With the right care and soil mix, your succulents, including the snake plant, will thrive for years. Even if you're a beginner, remember, the secret to healthy succulents is not to overwater them. If this video helped you, please like and share it with your fellow plant enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe for more plant care tips and tutorials. Tell me in the comments which succulent is your favorite, or if you have questions about your plants. Thank you for watching, and happy gardening.